House Edge, Book 2 in the Spotted Pony Casino Mystery Series, written by Paty Jager, narrated by Ann M. Thompson. Chapter 1. How could you do this to my family, my people? Dela Alvaro, head of security for the Spotted Pony Casino, moved closer to the gaming tables. Surveillance had reported there was a couple at the blackjack table arguing more than they were playing. That usually meant they were trying to draw attention away from someone else stealing. "It's not a done deal," the well-dressed man in his 30s said. He had a clean-shaven face and a loosened necktie. He looked familiar, but she couldn't place where she'd seen him. "You are like a brother to them. How could you?" The woman's heart-shaped face had deep lines of frustration embedded in her forehead. A crowd started to gather. There was nothing the locals liked better than to watch a soap opera being played out by non-res casino-goers. "Stacy, I want a good future for us." The man grabbed the woman's wrist. His fingers slid off as she jerked her arm away. "There is no future if you go through with what your company wants over what the people need." She spun on her heels and ran for the elevator, shouting at someone in the conveyance to hold the door. The man who had argued with the woman scanned the area and strode toward the elevator. Dela spoke into the mic clipped to her shirt. "Anyone know that couple?" "He's part of the summit going on this week," a voice through her earbuds said. She walked over to the entrance of the event center and picked up a flyer from the tables stationed by the poster for the Save Our Fish event. The photo on the front of the flyer matched the man, Kevin Silva, Executive VP of Environment, Fish and Wildlife with the Hells Canyon Power Company in Idaho. The summit was about breaching 4 dams in Idaho to help the dwindling salmon, steelhead, and lamprey populations. Dela had read about this situation in the local and tribal newspapers. The fish that would be aided by taking out the dams had been food staples for the indigenous people of the Pacific Northwest for generations. Fish and wildlife agencies had tried everything, including building state-of-the-art fish hatcheries to keep the fish population up, but even that wasn't working. They were down to drastic measures that many people didn't like. Pulling out her cell phone, Dela dialed Shauna White, the events coordinator for the casino. "Hello?" Shauna answered. "Shauna, it's Dela. Can you tell me if Kevin Silva checked into the hotel with anyone?" "Yes. His wife, Stacy. We had a brief conversation. She is Nez Perce and Coeur d'Alene." "Did they seem to be getting along when you met them?" Dela wondered at the falling out they had tonight at the gaming tables. Did the husband gamble too much? "Oh, they were loving and seemed to be making the most of this trip." "Thank you." Dela put her phone away and returned to her nightly duties. It appeared something had happened to change the tone of the couple's trip. As head of security for the Spotted Pony Casino, Dela didn't have to be at the casino on busy nights. She could have kept the same daytime schedule as her predecessor, but she felt she was needed more during the busy hours than when the casino floor was slow. It was 11 p.m., and other than the argument at the blackjack table, this Wednesday night had been uneventful. Going home sounded like a good option. Mugshot would be happy to see her so early, and it would give her a chance to check out the work Travis and his crew did today on her house. She never worked the same hours. It kept everyone, especially her security staff, on their toes. As long as she was on a salary, she made her own schedule and worked as many hours as she wanted. Dela entered the security office and opened the cabinet by her desk. She pulled out her purse. "You going home?" Marie asked. Dela faced the security officer standing at the entrance where employees, off-site technicians, and deliveries came through at the back of the building. "Yes, it's quiet, and Kenny is here. I have a dog waiting for me at home." She walked over, tapped her security card on the keypad, and the door opened. "Enjoy what's left of your night," Marie said as Dela exited. "I will." Thoughts of a cold beer, putting her stub up, and petting Mugshot made her smile. On the 3-mile drive to her new-to-her home, she envisioned what she would find. She'd been looking for a place to rent when she and FBI agent Quinn Pierce drove to Tutawilla Flats to question a murder suspect a few months earlier. She'd spotted a rundown house for sale
Sample complete. Ready to continue?